goodness. I don't need 2 blankets. Ouch. Hi, Shannon. Hi. Excuse my office. I'm currently moving everything around. Not really. It's not that bad. But I moved my desk. My desk used to be like kind of like here, like in between 2 bookshelves. Like it came out, so like you could go around it, go behind it, and then I moved it against the wall because I added a monitor for work. So because I work partly from home, so it's like it's a whole thing. So I had to move all kinds of things around, and everything's a mess now because I haven't finished. I had like the ADHD moving around. I found Mighty Mouse though. I don't know if anyone. He's so dirty and so beat up. But I found him when I was moving stuff around and cleaning. I don't know. He was like shoved behind like a bookshelf. This is Mighty Mouse. This was one of my favorite toys growing up. He was behind a bookshelf. Yeah, he was behind not a bookshelf. No, he was behind my desk. That was like right here. And I don't know where he came from, like how he got there. It's Toy Story. They're like walking, but he's disgusting. He's really dirty and he needs cleaned. This toy is so old. It's probably worth something now, but I ain't selling him. He's my baby. Had him since I was a kid. 1989, it says on the tag. Mighty Mouse. I loved Mighty Mouse. But anyway, it's random. But yeah, this whole everything's moved. Everything's moved, and I'm still in the process, and it's a mess. Also, you can really tell in now from this angle, you can really tell how slanted my floors are in this house. This house is really old. You can tell how look at the bookshelves. Look at the angle that they go down. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, yeah, I moved everything around because of working from home. And I still didn't finish. I literally just moved the desk and everything else became a mess in the process, and it was an ADHD thing, and then of course I got interrupted in the middle of the hyperfixation of moving everything around, and then once you're interrupted, you're screwed. So I gotta wait for the next hyperfixation of cleaning it to kick in. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. Josh mentioned wanting to go hatchet throwing this weekend, and I said maybe next weekend. I'm exhausted. I'm no, thank you. We just went to New York this past weekend. I had to go up. Well, I didn't have to, but I went up for school because we saw Macbeth on Broadway, and it was so good. It was so good. Anyway, sorry. The cats. What is he doing? Obi. He's being crazy. Being a crazy goose. Yeah, it's partly from home, and I think they're going to keep it that way even after the pandemic winds down. Well, they act like it's wind down already, but I think we're always going to have work from home days, which is nice. The only thing I haven't figured out from this angle is I do need a lamp on my desk because it's really dark over here. It's really dreary over here. I have a lamp in that corner for when I film for vlogs, which because I have time for that. But I need a desk lamp or something because it's really dark. Yeah, Obi just staring down menacingly, like he's overwatching, like he's watching over Gotham. Holy hell, creepy! What are you doing? And what are you doing, Ari? Ari, is there a hair tie? Oh, there is a hair tie. Let me get it. Hold on. Don't look at the mess behind me. There's so much stuff. It's such a mess. Come on. She wants to pay fetch. Anyway. Hi, Kay Kelly. Sorry, I saw that you came in and I didn't even say hi. Delayed. I know you can see more of the books. You can really see more of my books because there's 2 bookshelves over there. I can't play fetch with you right now. You're gonna knock. There's stacks of books everywhere. It's a freaking mess. I can't play fetch with you right now. I'm busy. Let's play later. But yeah, there's 2 bookshelves here. There's 2 here as well, and then a skinny one in between that has like the Goosebumps and the Fear Streets that I have. And then there's another bookshelf over there. There was a bookshelf where this desk was, but I took it down to put the desk here, and it was starting to collapse. So they're like cheap bookshelves, so it was starting to die and it needed to go. But I'm not playing fetch, Ari. Ari, I don't have time. I know you brought it back and you want to play fetch. Did you even bring it back? I don't even see it. Anyway, she's so distracting. I love the Insta stories you share about ADHD. It helps in the different energy modes. Oh my goodness, yeah. I like it's like refreshing to know that like I'm not, there's not something wrong with me. I mean, there is something wrong with me. There's a lot wrong with me. But like with ADHD, like it's like, because like for the longest time I thought like there was something like wrong with me, because like especially when I have to do baby, what? Oh, you did bring it back. I'm sorry. Are we gonna do this the whole entire live chat? But what was I saying? See what I mean? ADHD. That's too much. When I'm doing tasks for school, that's it. That's what I wanted to say. When I'm doing tasks for school, it's like really frustrating with ADHD because I wait till the last minute to do everything. Even if I want to do it earlier, I end up doing it later anyway. Don't bring it back. Don't bring it back. Don't bring it back. Oh, she brought it back. I don't want to play right now. I literally just got done working too, and so she's like, play. But anyway, yeah, the ADHD is really, really irritating with school because it's like I want to like do tasks early so that way I don't have to worry about them, but I can't. I physically cannot. Like my brain will not let me do it, and it can be extremely frustrating sometimes. Extremely frustrating. But I also like love my ADHD at the same time. Like I'm like it's a part of me, so like, and I think now, especially like over the pandemic, I think we've like destigmatized a lot of like mental health and a lot of like, well, ADHD ain't mental health, but a lot of, I don't know, things. I guess ADHD could be in that same. What are you doing? Anyway. Sorry. Random. Tangent. ADHD tangents. I did see Macbeth. It was really, 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 really good. It was so good. Daniel Craig and Ruth Negga. And Ruth Negga, oh my God. Huh. Let me tell you. I was in love. Yep. It was great. We spent the whole weekend up there. My school went up to see Macbeth, and Josh and I went up by ourselves for the weekend. And I met up with the school to see Macbeth, but then I went back with Josh. And yeah, we spent the night in the city, and then we went to the Met. I'm not playing anymore. Later. She's just going to cry the whole time until I start throwing it again. But then we went to the Met Gala the next day and saw some of it because the thing is huge. You can't, it's like so hard to see it all in one day. Maybe if you went like on a normal day, but they're only open till 5 on Sundays. And but that was really cool because I wanted to see the Islamic art exhibit, and it was just beautiful. It was a really good weekend. I like going up to New York. Stop. It was also very tiring though. When life's amusements can be fulfilled by a hair tie. She's so mad at me because I'm ignoring her. She's like tearing into everything, like anything that's sitting around. She's like, I'm just gonna throw this all around. They're really mad at me about this. They're really mad. Well, they're not really that mad, but they're annoyed. You can tell by like the mess of this office. So I do need to get it all put together just for them because they like to do their zoomies, and they now this whole room is like stacks and stacks of books and boxes and junk just thrown around, and they're like, I want a zoomies. Looks like a hoarder's house right now, which to be fair is not that far off when it comes to my books. But will you stop? You're so fucking cute. Anyway, the stacks behind you look like they're held up by magic. Oh, those ones. It's because of the dark, because of the lighting. Very last goosebumps. My goosebumps are right there. They're on the I don't even know the camera. Shelf. Goosebumps are all in that little skinny shelf. This is like an old shelf I got from my old job that they were gonna throw out. It used to hold like oops, sorry. If I'm making you nauseous. Used to hold like some kind of like natural beauty products or something. They were gonna throw it out, so I took it. Because why not? Better than going in the dumpster. Oh, that one, that bookshelf in the corner. Everyone loves that one, but it's actually, I don't recommend buying that bookshelf unless you have completely straight floors and you can also brace it to the wall because it leans. That's why I'm glad that I put it in that corner now because it's good over there and it's not really leaning too much over there, but yeah, it's cool looking. They're really cool looking. It's like called Book Tree, I think it's called. And they look cool, but they lean like a little bit and they make me really anxious. Like I did have it downstairs, but the floor downstairs, like it was leaning too far forward. And I knew that one of the cats was going to end up climbing up it and just knocking the whole thing over. It looks cool, but it's not really that practical unless you have like perfectly straight floors maybe. But my house is old, so I don't have that. But I like that bookshelf too. I like the idea of that bookshelf. Exclamation points. I know, I got a cup of coffee. If you can't tell, I'm already jittery. Already distracted. Yeah, I haven't even talked about the book. Yeah, Ruth Negga. I don't think I've seen anything that she's been in. I know she's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I forget what else they said what she was in, but she was phenomenal as Lady Macbeth. Absolutely phenomenal. Her and Daniel Craig's like chemistry on stage was like gave me some bi panic. Like, whew, it was something. Here she is. She's mad because I'm not playing with her. Ouch! I poked my eye out. That's motivation. Yeah, I do need to. I did read the book. Jeez. I finished it today. I was listening to I started reading it physically, and then of course oh, Ari's laying on my lap. Of course, everything got crazy with school, so I switched to the audiobook because I had an extra Audible credit. So I used it. It was really, I really liked it. I really liked it. No, it's on Netflix. I want to read the book first. Oh, yes. I saw, I've seen ads for that movie or trailer. What are words? I've seen a trailer for that movie. She was phenomenal on stage. Like Josh like Josh was like, yeah, so was Daniel Craig, but like for me personally, like Daniel Craig was great. He's the big headline name, but for me, Ruth Negga stole the show for me. Like I was just every time she was on stage, I was just like I was just intoxicated by her presence. Will you stop? You're so freaking cute. She's ridiculous. She's on my lap. She's clawing into my legs, and it doesn't feel good. Can you not do that? I didn't. The thumbnail for this video is just the book jacket because the book is downstairs, and I didn't want to go all the way downstairs to go get it since I listened to the rest of the audiobook up here. But oh, you went with Kindle this time. Woo! Yes, it was so good. I really liked this. I really liked it. I liked the ending. I thought the ending was well done and wrapped up nicely. I really liked it. Lady Macbeth is an awesome role. Yes, it is an awesome role. Awesome character, but it was really good. Really good performance. And one of the guys was that was in the performance was disabled. He was in a wheelchair, which I thought was really interesting. I'd never seen which is kind of sad that I've never seen that, but I've never seen like a performance where someone's in a wheelchair like during which is kind of sad that I to hear out loud. But yeah, I guess the guy who played multiple roles throughout the play. The guy who was in the wheelchair. But I forget his name, Michael something. But I was reading the playbill and he suffered major strokes and but yeah, he suffered major strokes and it put him in a wheelchair. But I thought that was really cool that they had someone in a wheelchair on the stage and they made accommodations for him to move around and the representation matters. So that was really cool. Anyway, sorry. Back to Aru. Right to the ending of the book. I was just saying they wrapped it up greatly. It is the last book in the series. I have so many thoughts and I'm trying to combine them all. Oh my gosh, there was there was one at towards the beginning when we first meet up with Rudy again and he's talking about the rock and he's like he was so good at playing a rock that they made him into the rock. And I'm like, "What?" The rock's not a rock, dude. Oh my gosh, I love Rudy. I love Rudy so much. He's one of my favorite characters. I love him. Anyway. I love these characters. Yes, I love all these characters and I just love Roshni Chatsky's writings. I was telling who was I telling? I was telling Booksnake Aaron. Yeah, I was telling him about how Roshni Chatsky could write she could write a grocery list and I would read it. I love following her on Instagram and her Insta stories, just some random things that she'll write. She'll just write Teddy's, her cat Teddy. She'll write his inner monologue, and it's just the woman was made to write. She is a beautiful writer, and she was born to do that. It's just astounding. And she has her first, it was just announced that her first adult book is coming out. And I'm like so excited. It's going to be like a murder or a horror thriller. I don't know if there's murder, but I'm assuming there is if it's a thriller. But it's going to be a horror thriller, and I am excited. Really excited. I will, like I said, I'll read anything that woman touches. Although I still haven't gotten to the Silvered Serpents and the Bronzed Beasts. I read The Gilded Wolves by her, and I still have to read her other series. Her other series. I forget what it's called. But I read it, they made one of her other books. She wrote like a retelling of a fairy tale esque kind of thing on, and it was an Audible exclusive there for a while, and I listened to that when it came out, and then now it's a physical book. I forget what it's called, like Once Upon a Time or something. That was really good too. I like that. But I just like her writing style. It's so just she's just such a good writer. The Rock, yes. The Rock. Oh my, yes, when they had to perform as a band. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't done an adult book yet. It's gonna be so good. It was optioned for what did it say? It was optioned for 3 figures? Holy hell. Like, damn, girl, get it. But yeah. Which is not surprising because it's gonna be brilliant. I have no doubt in my mind that it's gonna be brilliant. At least, like, even if it's not good, which I don't think it will. Ari is really cute right now, which I don't think it will be, but like, even if it's not good plot or character wise, which I like, it's still gonna be beautiful. Like, the woman writes some of the most beautiful lines I've ever read. Even in like Aru Shah, like some of it is just so beautiful, and just love her writing. Oh, Aru's the only thing you've read so far. I read not Bronze Beast. I read Gilded Wolves as well by her, and it was really good. Ooh, it is really good. I need to finish the series. I think that's going to be like my treat to myself over summer break. Over summer break, I think I'm finally going to read the trilogy. I'm going to reread Gilded Wolves though, and then I'm going to read the rest of the trilogy. And yeah, I don't want it to end either because I really like the characters, so that's like a whole thing. But every single character in Gilded Wolves is hot. That's what I took away from Gilded Wolves. Every single character is hot. like everyone. But anyway, yes, Arushai. Sorry. Goddamn tangents. Oh yeah, the character perspective swap. I know. They did it with they did it with Minnie as well there in like towards the end. Like they switched to Minnie's perspective. And I think that they switched to Bryn there for a minute, didn't they? As well when she got her celestial weapon back. But yeah. I like those perspective swaps. I think they're really fun to see through other characters' eyes other than Aru. Because I'll be honest, in the first book, Aru Shai annoyed the hell out of me. I don't know if that was the same for everyone else. She annoyed me, like, which is not a bad thing. It means that she's well written because she was like a bratty kid at the beginning, and she had to grow. But yeah, I wanted to slap Aru at the beginning, but she totally deserves it. Oh yeah, she deserves all the advances for all the books. Oh yes, Once More Upon a Time. Yes, it was really good. Really good. I liked that. It was funny and very much like if you like Aru Shah, I think you'll like that Once More Upon a Time. The same like humor is in it. Yes, at the end, I was so throughout this whole book, I was waiting and I was, like, ready to, like, bitch about it when we had the live chat. Like, I was ready to complain about it because I'm like, "Okay, it's not happening," and I'm getting really mad because I was really upset that they were never gonna go back to the house, like, their palace that, like, and because I loved the palace, like, because it, like, talked to them, like, their home. Um because I remember loving that scene from I forget what book it was in, but, I'm like, "They're never gonna go back to their house, like, the house, like, that they promised they would come back and visit," and I'm like, "Are they gonna go back to 'em or not?" And then I was really happy towards the end that, like, Aru went back, like, Aru said or the house was like, "I told you I'd protect you when it was important," and blah, 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 and I'm like, "Oh, I love the house." I love that it's a character, or the palace or whatever. Sorry. The laptop's moving and you're getting a tail because and a butt in your face because Obi is right behind it. Now he's going into the closet. It's okay, Obi, you can come out. We support everybody here. You can come out of the closet now. And Boo was with them the whole time. I know. I had no idea what was in Aiden's back. I had a guess that I thought that maybe he had the celestial weapons and he was like keeping it from them, but I'm like, no, that would be like way too much of a like a backstabby thing. I had no idea that Boo was in there though. Like, ugh. Sorry, I'm behind in the chat. Is he not finishing a series? This is very unfamiliar. Yeah, I know. It's very on brand. I did finish the Ace. What are you doing? The Ace of Shades, King of Fools, Queen of Volts. I forget what that series is actually called. But I did finish that series and I finished that last year and I fucking loved it. That was such a good series, so underrated. Sorry, Obi's like walking across things. That was a really good series. Highly recommend that one. It was really good. Yeah, Minnie's perspective. Yes. She wouldn't remember it. Yes. I found Aru not easy to connect with, but it also helped me recognize the liking the protagonist isn't the only reading experience out there. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the same for me. Like I feel like at the beginning, yeah, I didn't really connect with Aru. I thought she was a little like bratty, which I think is good to start a character off that way because I think she grew so much like towards the end. Like if you look at the Aru from the beginning of the series to the end, I think like she grew so much. And I think that's important that we started her out where she was. Um Same with all the other characters though too. Like all of them grew throughout the series, but I think it was kind of important to have her start out kind of bratty and unrelatable a little bit. Sometimes you need rest. Love pals. I know, right? Oh, what did he say? He watched HGTV. I love that. I love the house. Yes, I love books with sentient houses. Me too. I don't know why. I don't know why that's like a trope that I dig, but like I don't know. I think because like especially if you're like introverted, like your house is like your sanctuary, so the fact that it would be sentient and would be like comforting and would talk to you and I don't know, be there for you because you're like always home and you don't want to go out and deal with humans. I think that like notion is really really nice. But like I said, that could be the introvert talking. Yay for finishing a series and got it. Yeah, I hate finishing series because I don't want it to be over. That's the thing. Like that's why I need you to hold my hand, Shannon. Like I really hate like leaving. I think that's why like some like Like, when people ask you if you prefer series or if you prefer, standalones, I don't have a preference. Like, I like series because I like, being able, like, to have, like, these long drawn out arcs, but I also like standalones because then I'm done. But, like, I like series because then I get really, really invested in the characters in the world, and it just gets, it can just crescendo so much bigger. But yeah, it's also a pain in the ass because I don't wanna leave the worlds, I don't wanna leave the universes because I can become that much more attached. So it makes it harder for me to read the next book and to read the next book because I'm like, my brain is anticipating that there's gonna be an end, and I'm not ready. Which is really annoying actually, because it's like I start a series and I can, like, there's that shelf, that tree over there, that tree shelf is actually series. That's all my series shelves. And it's, let me rephrase that. That's some of my series shelves. Those are series that I've started. All those books on that shelf are series that I've started, that I haven't read those books of the series yet. And like, and that book goes all the way, that bookshelf goes all the way down to the floor there. So it's full and it's packed to the point that it bleeds over into the bottom shelf of this black bookshelf. So yeah, I have a problem with series. And it's annoying. But it's me. Okay, Ari, I am really sorry, but mommy needs her arm. I'm so sorry. Mommy's arm is like going numb. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, hit your head. You're gonna hit your head on the armrest. Sorry, baby. Mommy's arm was going numb. I like Minnie a lot. I feel like sometimes it focuses more on the Minnie chapter. Or it focuses more on Minnie anyways. I love Minnie. Minnie's so great. I would love to see, well, I wouldn't love to see. I wouldn't wish that upon her, but I like when I read Minnie during the pandemic, it's like so much different now, and it's like, poor Minnie. She would go nuts. An age up, yes. This, yeah, early YA, exactly. Like I thought that there were a lot more, um, yeah, like leading into YA themes. I was gonna say that actually, like that was one of the things I was gonna bring up was like towards the end there, like it felt kind of like leading into YA. We didn't really get to see Bren's journey. I know we didn't see much. Ouch, ouch. Hi, Drogo. Hi, Drogo. Didn't get to see as much of Bren. I'm here for you. Standalone's gonna be great too. I know. Sometimes the last book can be disappointing. Yes. Ugh. That's another reason. Like, pfft, it's just so irritating. What are you doing? When you really feel invested in the characters in the world, then the series can be so good because there's so much more. Exactly. Yeah. And you never quite know how it's going to go until you read it. So true. So true. Whole bookshelves of started series. Yeah. And then some. It goes down to the bottom shelf. And I'm sure there's ones that I'm forgetting that are over there, or ones that I don't have the next book in the series yet, or I read on Kindle, or I listened to an audiobook, or it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I am bad at reading series. We've been through this. I don't think it's ever gonna change. Right, Ari? Ooh, big yawn. That was a big yawn. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, and the last book is disappointing. It can be rough. I agree. I shouldn't say anything. Yeah. I thought I really liked, I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna, ouch. Okay, Ari. You nails? Whoa. She almost pulled my phone down. Can you not dig your nails into me? That'd be great. That would be great. That'd be great. Anyway, sorry. She's so distracting. Boop boop. And her little ears. Little mouth. Little nose. Boop boop boop. What was I gonna say? Oh, yes, like the romancy stuff. Oh my gosh, but I loved it. I think that's why like it felt more like YA to me a little bit because it was like leaning into like that. And like I would struggle and also like I wish I could just like fireside chat with like Rashani. Yeah, that's not Roshni. Roshni is how you pronounce it. I wish I could like I hate how I just put my hair up. But ADHD, man. It's going strong. I wish I could fireside chat with Roshni Chatsky about like some elements and how she does it because like I would struggle. I would struggle with like balancing the YA or balancing the middle grade elements and making sure that it still stays middle grade. But I think she did it really well with the romance in the book. I think like she like Aiden and Aru are so freaking cute and I just can't. Um Yeah, I was, like, sitting here, like, when I was listening to that part I was working while listening to that because I was, like, doing 2 things at once, and I'm just sitting here like, "Oh," like, that whole scene where he, like, sacrifices himself for her, and I'm like, "No," I'm, like, tearing up, I'm like, "No." Um, and then at the end where like, apparently they weren't close enough, and he scooches her chair closer to him. It's such, like, it's so cute. It's so cute. I love them. I love them. I thought it was really well done. Yeah, like they grew up like so much through a series. I mean, because what is this? This is book 5, right? It was book 5? Yeah, 5. She's playing with a piece of paper and she put her hair tie underneath the piece of paper so that way she can push the paper and dig under and get the hair tie, and then she'll put the hair tie back under the piece of paper, and then she'll pull the piece of paper over it, and then she'll dig under it again. She stole the piece of paper off the printer, like in her teeth, like reached up onto the printer and ran away with the piece of paper. Fucking cats, man. Fucking cats. Why did I agree to adopt all 4 of them into my life? And now I have 5. Why did I do this again? Lots of half conversations and misunderstandings. Oh, I loved like that though. Like the messiness of it was so like so realistic of like what it's like at that age. Oh. Oh, when he sang the song. Oh, my heart. My heart. Yes, yes, exactly. I think readers may have aged with it. Yes. But comes back at the end when he came back. It was so good. So good. Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to be gone, like gone. I knew that he was going to come back somehow, especially with that with what the I forget the person that took him said. Like I knew that the way it was said, like if there's a world to come back to. So I knew, yeah, of course it's like a middle grade series. So we know that like they're gonna win in the end, and we know that like he's gonna be okay. But like it's still, I was like, I was like not crying, but like tearing up at that part. Like I thought, I'm like, oh no. I knew he was gonna come back, but it was still an emotional moment. I know, but I think the punishment fits the crime for Kara. And I think like because like she was manipulated into that whole situation too. So like I think she's better off. I think she's better off not knowing, and I think she gets like a restart as well. And I think she'll be happier, and I think I honestly could see like a Rue and them like meeting up later in life, but I think she's better off. I finished mine. I finished it like what time is it? I finished it around like 5. Around like 5, yeah. Around 5 today. I finished it today, around 5. Because I'm me. I always finish things at the last minute. The sleep person. Yes, I couldn't remember the name of I can't remember the name of the character, but yeah, the like dream sleepy person. Yes, the theme of like having hope. Yes. So good. Almost might be a kid. Kindness? Do you mean kindness? Or can I not read? That is a lot to hold that you may have had that strong of a hand. Yeah. Kindness. That's what I thought you said. It's kindness for character. I got it. I just can't read. And I can't comprehend. I got it. Yeah, I know. She got off easy, I guess. So I guess the punishment really doesn't fit the crime. She did get it off easy. But I think she I don't know. Anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Great TV series or animated series. I'm really excited for the graphic novel series. Because I know they're making it into a graphic novel. I don't know if the first one's come out yet or when it's due to come out. Graphic novel. I'm gonna Google it actually. Is it out yet? I think it might actually be out, the first one. Or when does it come out? I think it's out. Isn't it out? It's only $5.99 on Kindle right now. It's 54% off. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free. Never mind. That's the first book in the Arushai series. Sorry. It's the first book, not the graphic novel. But the first book in the Arushai series is free right now on Kindle if you've Prime. Apparently. I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked the same thing again. It keeps taking me back to the book and not the graphic novel. I don't want to be on the Kindle store. I want to be on the regular store. Go to Amazon. Not that it matters because I won't buy it from Amazon, but graphic novel. That's what I wanted to look at. I should have just went to bookshop.org. Oh yeah, it just came out. Came out on the 19th. The first book of the graphic novel. I think this is the graphic novel. Yeah. On sale right now. It says it's free on Kindle as well, but I don't know if that means you click that and it just takes you to the first book. It doesn't take you to, there's like a glitch. Anyway, there's like a glitch. It takes you to like the first book instead of the graphic novel, but whatever. Anyway. You want to reread the series? The first one is free on Kindle. Get it while it's hot if you have Amazon Prime. If not, then it's like 52% off. But yes, I agree. This would make such a good animated series, like a Disney Plus series or something. Like I know they're doing the Rick Riordan, the Percy Jackson one. I know they're doing that soon, but like Disney Plus just bought it, so maybe if that does well, maybe they will do a whole line. They could do the Tristan Strong ones. They could do these ones. They could do some of the other ones we've read. I can't remember, but yeah. Sorry, I'm like behind on the chat because I went to Google that. I want to see Rudy's Rocks. Yes. surprised at how quickly I fell back into the world and the characters. Me too. Like, ugh. Like I thought I was gonna struggle to get back into it because it's like such a complex world, but no, it was easy. I actually like hyped this book up in my stop it. Damn it! You're so cute, but stop it. I actually was hyping this book up in my creative writing seminar class because I'm like, I was talking about it and I'm like, if you guys liked, because they always talk about how much they grew up reading the Percy Jackson series because they're that age range. And they're like, and they're always like hyping up about the Percy Jackson series. And I'm like, you do know that Rick Riordan has like an imprint, right? You guys, like, there's like a whole bunch of books that like are coming out now that are like not by him, but by authors. And it's in like the same vein. And I'm like, hyping it up. And I'm like, I'm currently reading the last book in the Shah series. If anyone wants to, read something Percy Jackson-esque. And I'm like, it's really good. But yeah, it's already out. I know I need to get it. I need to just bite the bullet and get it. But I won't order it off Amazon. I'll have to do bookshop.org. I should add it to my cart right now. Otherwise, I will forget because I am me. Shah graphic novel. I try not to order. I do order Kindle books and all that, so it's not like I don't. It's not like I'm complete. Ooh, the graphic novel of 1984. Add that to my cart. It's not like I'm completely like I haven't completely like given up Amazon like shopping. Like that'll never happen. I wish I was that guy, but I'm not. It's not on. I can't find it on bookshop.org. What the hell? But I try to at least curb my buying of books at least as much as I can. I can't find it. Yeah. Stop calling me. Maybe if I look up just Roshni Chelsea. Maybe that's weird that they don't have it. Maybe I will have to order it off Amazon. I don't really want to. Oh, they Once More Upon a Time in the physical edition now. It's so pretty. Yeah. Huh. They don't have it. That's weird. Anyway, sorry. Not crazy about the art style. I'm excited to see the art style, but yeah, exactly. On Amazon, it kept going back to the regular book every time I clicked on it. Yeah. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. Well, it just came out, so the graphic novel is expensive. And it just came out. And, ugh. I don't know. Oh, they shared the casting for Percy Jackson? I didn't see that. My sister's really excited about it. I've only read up to I think I'm in the middle of book 4 or book 3 of the Percy Jackson series. I don't know if I think I'm on book 4. Can't remember, but I'm in like the middle of it. I never finished it yet. Added to the list of series I haven't finished. I think it's because like I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like Percy, if I'm being honest. But to be fair, I didn't like Aru at the beginning either, so. And I'm okay with like some people are like really like bitter about that and they won't sorry, Ari is playing with that freaking piece of paper and it's driving me insane. Stop. She dug it out of the trash. She is a trash cat. Stealing trash. Completely forgot what I was saying. Whatever. I'm okay with a character not being unlikable. That's what I was gonna say. I'm okay with that. Some people are really like need the character to be likable to like the story, and I'm not that guy. The character can be a piece of shit. I don't care. As long as the story's good, I can get around some shitty characters. I'm not playing fetch with you. I'm not doing it. I love you. Maybe later. Doesn't it have graphic novel yet? Oh, yeah. It is really brand new. It just came out, so I think maybe that's why it didn't come up on bookshop.org yet. Oh, my goodness. Gosh, you are needy. You are needy. You're needy. Needy baby. What is that? You flipping around? Are you flipping around? You're being crazy. You're being crazy. Oh, you're vicious. Oh, you're vicious. Oh, you're vicious. Oh, there's a piece of hair. You're like eating a piece of my hair. Ugh. Yes. Ugh. Ugh. Boop. Boop. Your purr is very loud. Itchy nose. Oh, you got hair on my nose now. Hair on my face. Sorry, I got behind in the chat again. I reread the first two that got distracted. I read them back when they were released. Yeah, I've like I said, I'm only up to like the third or fourth one. Whichever one is blue, which now they're releasing the new covers, and the new covers are really pretty. But yeah, I'm only up to that one. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's a way for the character to grow later. I agree. That's why I don't care. I don't mind morally gray characters. I don't mind annoying characters. It's okay. If they cause like a visceral reaction like that, like where I'm annoyed, that's a good thing. It means the character is well done. It's when I don't connect to a character like I have no reaction to a character where I like am apathetic towards them that it's like you know, that's how you know the character is not well written. If I have no reaction to them. You're so vicious. You're so vicious. You're such a tough girl. Ooh. Oh, you're so tough. Oh, you're so tough. Boop. Stop pretending like your eye is hurt. Your eye is fine. Why do you do that? Should we read Percy Jackson because you finished another series? We're also in the middle of series of unfortunate events, too. We just keep adding them. But you see their perspective, you might change your mind. Exactly, yeah. I could get your belly. Sorry. Ari's like on my lap and she's like all like spread out, all weird. Her belly's all exposed. There's a foot. There's a foot. There's a foot. Get your foot. Boop, 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 boop. Get your foot. I can read a series of unfortunate event and then a Percy Jackson book together. I'm sure that won't get confusing at all. Concurrent reading. One of each. I'm used to reading like that. That's just the story of my life, so that's not a big deal. And then like the Percy Jackson, I think another reason why I haven't like continued with it as much is it's overwhelming. Cuz there's a lot. And then it goes into the Kane Chronicles. Well, I mean it doesn't go into them, but like there's the Kane Chronicles, there's the Percy Jackson, there's the other one. What's the other one? I have some of them on my shelf too. There's like so many and it's like overwhelming. I need to make a freaking I had a jar, but I don't know what happened to it. So maybe I need to just make a new jar, I guess. For us. Percy Jackson. Add it to the list. Percy. Oh, Last Olympian, Kane, Trials of Apollo. Yeah. There's so many and it's really overwhelming. Although with Percy Jackson, we could probably do like the same thing we did with, or we are doing with Series of Unfortunate Events or whatever, where we like pair up the beginning of the books, because they're kind of small. I mean, I guess we could just read one at a time, but like they're kind of small. If we end up reading them at some point. I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm also halfway through. This is random, but speaking of Macbeth, I have like 45 minutes left of watching the brand new one with Denzel Washington. It's interesting. It's not the best, but it's interesting. Well, it's all black and white. I didn't expect that, but I have to watch it for school. But anyway, that's random. But I just saw the tab and my ADHD said, "Hey, let's talk about it." But Cain is separate. Oh, okay. Cain is the Egyptian, right? Cain is Egyptian mythology, I think, right? Yes, Egyptian. You want to watch the Denzel Washington version? Oh, yeah. I have to watch it for school. So, because I have to write like a response paper on it, and what I think about it and different things and all the things. It's the last Thursday will be the last discussion class. Then I have to work on my like 15-page paper. That's due. We're getting down into like the nitty-gritty of like finals week and all that, and I am already overwhelmed. Extremely overwhelmed. I was telling that's why like another reason like Josh was talking about going like axe throwing this weekend, and I'm like I don't want to do anything this weekend actually. I'm like I kind of just want to veg out and do absolutely nothing. I'm like I know that sounds like really bad, but like I'm so tired. I'm just like overwhelmed with all like the papers and the stuff, and I am ready for school to be done. I think the last day is like I think I only have like 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks. It's creeping up and I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to read all the things that I want to read instead. And I'm ready to like I don't know, enjoy my job and the balance that my job gives me after work, because like right now I can't really enjoy the fact that I have nights and weekends off, because it's just like I spend it doing schoolwork anyway. So it's like, I just want to, I just want to enjoy it. I also got to get up to my garden. We had like a freak snowstorm the other day. So I'm glad that I wasn't in my garden, but like, freaking snow in the middle of April. Bullshit. Anyway, sorry. Dudley from Harry Potter, from the Harry Potter movies plays in this version of Macbeth, by the way, in that Denzel Washington Macbeth. He's skinny. And I didn't recognize who the hell he was. Like I saw his eyes what gave him away. I couldn't place it. Like who the hell he was. I'm like, who the hell is he? How do I know those eyes? And then I Googled it. I'm like, oh shit, that's Dudley. No, Dudley plays Malcolm. He plays Malcolm. I'm like, who the hell is he? And then I Googled it. Did not know that. Oh, and the Witches is played by like one lady. And it's done. I don't really want to spoil it too much for you though. I don't really want to spoil it too much. Well, if you watch it, then we'll talk about it. But if you can find it somewhere for free or whatever, or streaming or somewhere. Sorry. Obi in the closet. Is it Obi and Drogo in the closet? I don't know, but he's like twitching. He was having a bad dream. And Bane's over there somewhere on that cat tree, and he's snoring. I can hear him snoring. Anyway. Goddamn. ADHD, man. How can we pass up axe throwing? We're going to do it one of these weekends. But I'm exhausted, and I don't have the energy. I feel like I need to start like lifting weights. I feel like I'm going to be really sore after too. So like it's a thing. Like I'm like, I'm not in the mood yet. Oh, I've never heard of ghosts. Yeah, the snow is stupid. I've never seen that play. Macduff probably is in it. Yeah, if you aren't done. Yeah, we just got to Macduff. He's played by what's his name? I'm an hour in, so I have 45 minutes left. We just got to Banquo's murder. Corey Hawkins. He's who plays Macduff. He was in The Walking Dead, 24 Legacy, 24 Legacy, not 24, but 24 Legacy. He was Dr. Dre in the Straight Outta Compton movie, which I didn't. Did I see that? I might have actually seen that. He's in Kong. I've seen him in. I think I've seen him in Walking Dead. He's also in the Heights movie, which I kind of want to see actually, but he plays Macduff. He's handsome, very handsome guy. It's interesting. It's black and white. I think Denzel Washington like has been like my favorite, like whenever he's like in scenes, has been my favorite character so far. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Lady Macbeth, her character. The Witches is done really weird and creepy, and I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil it. I can't wait to talk about it in class, but anyway. Bane is incognito. Can't see him. Well, that cat tree goes all the way. Well, obviously goes all the way down to the floor, but there's like a hammock at the bottom, and he likes to sleep in that like little hammock thing. And he snores. He snores all the time. He's just a snoring cat. He snores. He drools. He's weird. He purrs extremely loud, but yeah, I don't hear him now. He stopped snoring, but he was going. That's what you know him from. Yeah, Straight Outta Compton. I can't remember if I've seen it or not. Dance movies. Love dance movies. I used to like dance movies, but I don't know if I do anymore. But anyway. Yeah, this Macbeth is interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of like the play that I saw was like phenomenal. So I'm kind of like seeing this after. I'm kind of like, eh. But it's very aesthetically pleasing to watch because it's in black and white, which I didn't know. And the way they do a lot of cool things with color that really I'm enjoying so far. Like they play on that black and white and the coloring and stuff. It's a very interesting filmed adaptation, but it's I don't know. I think it's well done, but I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know. But anyway, yes, more questions about Aru. Sorry, sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I thought here's the thing with like the end of the world scene. Like I'm like it's a new hyper fixation of mine because I keep tangenting and retangenting. Same. That's just my whole life. I'm like a new like hyperfixation thing for me when I'm reading now is fight scenes or last battle scenes and stuff like that because I've been. Can we keep it down? They're playing with each other behind the door. There's Obi's behind the door and Ari's on the side, and they're like playing. I like. I don't know. I like I it's a new hyperfixation of mine because I've been trying to write like a fighting scene for my pirate novel and I've been struggling because it's like so hard to like choreograph esque one of those scenes and to get it down on paper. So like that's like a new hyperfixation of mine is like watch like when I'm reading is like zoning in on those like scenes and how they're played out. But I really enjoyed like the last like battle scene. I absolutely love and I don't know what it is. I absolutely love when Aiden's scimitars get electrified by Aru's lightning bolt. Like I absolutely love every time that happens. Like I was really excited. I was like, "Ooh, here we go!" And he's just like, or what does he say to Shah? Like, could you assist me, Shah? Or could you? I don't know what he says, but I just, I love whenever his lightning bolts get like, or her, she uses her lightning bolt to like electrify his scimitars. So badass. So badass. And I love when Aiden whips out his scimitars. Oh, I just love it. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like one of my favorite things. But I absolutely love it every time it happens. Oh, I was actually sad about the sleeper dying. Is that bad? I was like sad. I wanted them to like be a big happy family. But I was like really I know he needed to die, but I was like really sad about it. But anyway. I'm not a fan of the directors. They're acclaimed, but I really like their work. But I'm curious. Yeah. 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 I think the cast is better than the directing, but hey, that's just me. Anyway, back. Yes. Back to Aru. Were you surprised there was a Home Depot scene? Oh my gosh. In the comfort dream. Yeah, in the comfort dream. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Freaking Arusha and her obsession with Home Depot is so funny to me because I love like Lowe's because we don't have a Home Depot here. I have a Lowe's. And I love going to Lowe's and like whenever I need something, like if I need to fix something, like I went the last time I go there for starter plants sometimes too for my garden, but they I needed a gasket for my sink because the gasket underneath, I forget what it's called. It's called something specific, but the gasket broke and like my sink was leaking underneath, like all the water was just going because it wasn't connected to the pipe. It's a specific type of gasket. I don't know what the hell it's called. Whatever. I knew I needed a new one. But I went to Lowe's to get a new one of those, and I was like one of like the happiest, like I don't know, I just love going to Lowe's. So I understand that I can relate with Aru and her like obsession with Home Depot, like because I love like going to get something and then taking it home and fixing it. I'm that guy. I don't know why. I dig that. I could live at a Home Depot and I'd be fine with that. There's something cool about like going like I need this little gasket, and then you go and you get the gasket and you like fix it all by yourself, and you're like I think it's also like it might also be like I don't want to say it's like a woman thing. Nah, it's probably not a woman thing. That's probably generalizing it too much, but I don't know. It's an independence thing for sure. For me, that I can like fix things all by myself. So I love going to Home Depot and wandering the aisles too. It's a good moment with the scimitars. Oh, I love it so much. I love it. Yeah, you were sure a big happy family was happening. Same. I was like, they're totally gonna end this with like a big happy family, but it didn't happen. But I was surprised that they killed him. Like I was surprised. I thought that we were gonna get it. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah. It doesn't still have really happy ending though. I love Minnie and Rudy too, and like their dynamic, and then just Rudy like loves Aru or loves Minnie, not Aru. Like Rudy, oh my goodness, like the scenes where Rudy's like protecting her, like when she's like that one time when she was like unconscious, and he's like protecting. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. I love it so much. Oh yes, the communicating through dream writing device. That was great there. I think Roshni Chokshi does such a great job with that. Cause yeah, I agree too. Like it can be if it's not done right, like the communicating through dream thing, if it's not done right, it can be really I don't know. Like it doesn't what are you doing? It's a hard plot like writing device to do. And if it's not done like right, it can be like a disconnect, but I think that's something like she does really well, especially with those two characters, like those the twins, and always coming to them in like their dreams and stuff. Like I think it's done like so well, like that. I don't know, like it feels like the twins are with them like throughout the story, even though they're not with them like physically. But yeah, I don't know. I really like that device. Like she does a really good job with it. And it just will you get out of there? What are you doing? It just shows like how talented of a writer Roshni Chokshi is that she pulls it off so flawlessly. But yeah. I recently put in a new sink. That was a stack of books being knocked over by Obi. Recently put in a new sink. I'm a contortionist now. Yay! I need a new sink put in, but this house is also a rental, so I'm not going to go above and beyond and do like renovations on the house because it's not my house. But I'll fix things like a gasket. Like technically, I should have called the landlord and had them, come fix it, but it was just a gasket, and it was like literally like $3 to fix. Was like I think it was like $2.94 or something for this little like random like this little round gasket that just connected from the sink underneath the sink to the pipe. I literally just needed a little gasket. My partner was like, you can just call the landlord, because my partner's like, it's leaking. Josh is like, it's leaking all over the floor, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, put the bucket underneath it. I'll go to Lowe's in the morning. And I went to Lowe's, got the piece, and I went under the sink first and figured out what was wrong. I'm like, it's just a broken gasket, and or I don't know what they're called, but I'm like, it's just a broken thing. And then I went to Lowe's and like I'm like there's like you ask the people for help and they're like they like don't know. They don't know what they're doing either because they just work there. They don't know. So the lady like showed me like something and like I'm like that's not what I'm looking for, but okay. What are you doing? He's eating something he's chewing on a backpack in the closet. Hey. Hey bro. Can you stop doing that? Drogo. Sun and stars. Moon of my life. Can you stop? Okay. Just keep chewing on it. That's fine. Anyway, sorry. Back to Aru. Sorry. Where was I? Sorry, I got a damn fucking Home Depot tangent. Sleeper did too much damage. Yeah, also spreading the love around of the nectar so everyone has it. I love that. Yeah, me too. Yes. Yes. I fond memories as a kid in a hardware store, so I get it. It's like I can still smell the wood shaving. It's weird. Yeah. Well, like hardware stores have like a specific like smell. I get it. I get the comfort of Home Depot. Pretty and Minnie were super cute. Yeah. Oh, I just love their relationship. It's so cute. Sometimes when I read them, I can see them, and sometimes I have no clue what's going on. I know Andrews is good at writing them. They're writing duo. Oh. Yeah, I struggle. I'm like been trying to write the scene for a while in my pirate novel, and it's just it's not going well. My pirate novel is a freaking mess because it's not a mess. It's not a mess. I've written it's not a mess. That's exaggerating. I've written 2 full scenes, like 2 full like parts of it, like officially like written them, drafted them, but like written them and turned them in for this like class. And now I have to do a 3rd one by Sunday, and I have no idea which part of the story I'm going to submit because I've just been jumping all over into whatever I feel like writing part of the story. But it's just I don't know what I'm going to like turn in. But there's a girl in my class, I think I mentioned it before, that like copied my fucking my thing. Oh, hi Carlos. Sorry. I didn't even say hi. I'm sorry. Copied my idea, I think I mentioned it. I brought her up before. Fucking and then she's writing erotica, and it's not I read the first portion of hers, and it was bad. It was terrible, and it was just really bad. Really bad. And I told my friend in that class, like I told her, I go, I'm not reading the second portion of her crap. I'm not reading it. I said, I know I'm supposed to in this class. I'm supposed to like critique everybody's and be nice. And I said, no, she stole my idea, and I don't have the energy. If I end up reading her piece, it's going to fuck up with my head, and then I'm not going to finish mine. And I want to throat punch that chick. She has me so mad. I was kind of surprised Minnie didn't get annoyed at Rudy. Sometimes he was a bit much. I know, but she like at the end, you kind of see like their little like banter. She's like, he's such a dork. And I'm like, she's like, just like, you both are dorks. That's why you fit together. It's like cat zoomies have started. I know. Knocked over a whole freaking stack of books. That's another reason why my office is a mess right now, because I'm currently reading. Well, I'm not, but I'm getting around to read. I've started some of it, but I wouldn't say that I'm in deep. But I'm currently reading as many books as I can off Matt Krause's no list, as I call it. So Matt Krause is a Republican conservative state representative of Texas, I think, or is it Florida, or is it Tennessee? It's Texas. And And he made a list of 850 books he thinks teens should be wary of. So they should be like pulled from schools. Basically, I call it his no list. But there's some good books on that list. There's also some really bad books on that list, like not good books. Like, ugh, they're not. Ugh. Like there was a book that I will not be reading off that list that was like, I don't know why he doesn't like it. He think he would like it, and it was like, so half of it was about boys and the other half was about girls, and it was about dating. And there was like this section. I read parts of both, and I ended up like putting the book down because I'm like, this is terrible. And yes, I agree, it should be pulled from schools. It was like the woman's side was like this. The one part that I read was like about how men need to be needed, so women should pretend to be incompetent so that way men feel needed. So therefore we shouldn't be independent. We should pretend that we need men because men need to feel needed. And I'm like, that is extremely problematic. And yes, I agree, this book should be pulled from schools. That is terrible. So yeah, I agree with Matt Krause. Please pull that book from schools. That's a terrible thing to teach children. But there's also like random books on the list that I don't understand. Like it's the worst list I've ever read. Like the list itself is just not composed very well. But yeah, it's his no list. But there's also good books on that list, like Felix Ever After. There's a lot of gay books on that list, a lot of queer books. Felix Ever After's on that list, which I've already started anyway. There's books dealing with race that are on that list, of course. And there's a shit ton of books dealing with abortion, like nonfiction books about abortion. I'm like, yeah, what teen is out here reading every single book they can find on abortion, please? So I think for those I'm donating. I'm just going to donate to Planned Parenthood instead of reading them because I'm not going to read 30,000 books on abortion. And a lot of them are like, there's a lot of sexual education because God forbid kids know what's going on with their bodies. But there's also like the newer books, like we get into like, I have a lot of the newer books like on my shelf already. So yeah, like Cinderella is Dead is on that list. That just came out not too long ago. Girl Made of Stars, Little Ann Lion, Hot Dog Girl. I'm trying to think. The New Kid graphic novel, I'm like halfway through that. That's phenomenal. And that's on that list. All Boys Aren't Blue. I'm pretty sure that's on the list. Pink Flamingos on that list as well, which is also on my TBR, which is good. Any book that deals with like, yeah, The New Kid is on that list. Like, it's anyway. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, sorry. Went on a little tangent there. Let me go back up. I missed the whole section. Should have went to Ace, the helpful place. We don't have an Ace around here. Missed the beat with Rudy and Minnie. Yeah, I wanted a little bit more of them, but whatever. I get it that we were focusing on Aru and Aiden, but I would have liked a little bit more of Rudy and Minnie. To take woodshop in middle school. I had woodshop a little bit. I wish I had more room in my house. I would love to have like some woodworking tools. But knowing me, I'd end up cutting off one of my fingers, knowing me, because I'm stupid. That's why I need an Shah miniseries for the fight scenes. Yes. Mostly see Bryn as a giant bear. Think of it. It would be so cool. Not wanting to read any more of that. Yeah. I like... This girl has completely drained like the girl in my class that like copied my freaking idea has really drained me of like creativity, and it's really annoying to me and really frustrating. And like I feel like I need to like apologize to the professor because I've been turning everything in late, even though like she's nice, she doesn't give me like a penalty, but like I feel bad because like I'm turning everything in late because I can't produce content because this chick is just draining me. She's like a succubus, and I just pop her in the throat. She makes me really mad. Can't tell. I think it wouldn't bother me so much if it wasn't like something that I've been working on for a hot minute. My pirate novel, and it's like it's my baby, and like it's like, and I get like all like mama bear, like you're messing with my baby, and I'm gonna fight you. But anyway, sorry. How many do you have to read? I haven't gone through, this is the list. This is like the whole list. I've gone through and I've like color coded all of it, but I haven't like compiled what I have to actually read, like what I will read. Let me rephrase that. What I actually will read on this list, because there's a lot of books on this list that I'm not going to read. Like I'm just not going to. Like I'm not going to read all the abortion books. There's a lot of sex ed books and I'm not going to read those. There's some adult books that are on this list. Like, okay, teens aren't going to read those anyway. There's a few books that I have read, but I don't know. But I haven't gone through like what I'm going to read and what I'm not going to read. Yeah. There's just some funny stuff about that list. The list is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway. Oh, New Kid, that's on my list. Oh my goodness, I'm halfway through the New Kid anyway, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend. I think it's going to be a 5-star read. Like I said, I'm halfway through. I had to put it down because I wanted to read a Rue, and I had school stuff. So, but I think that's like a good thing to do though. Like I think the best way to like find new books is to look at what books GOP members say that we shouldn't be reading. Because they always ban like, but honestly, their lists are so fucking boring. I said that like I said that on TikTok because I was talking about it a little bit more over there, and it's actually pretty boring. Like I kind of want to hide my bookshelves from them so they don't get ideas. Because like there's books that like there's so many books that like are on my TBR or that I've read on that shelf, like on my shelves, that I'm just like, don't look at those. Like they're missing so many books that teens would actually reach for, that teens actually do reach for. Teens aren't reaching for all these abortion books. Get the fuck out of here. But we don't need to give these dumbasses any more ideas, so we'll keep those books hidden. I am really pissed because Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World is on that list. Is on that list, and that's one of like my favorites. Like one of my favorites that I've read, like just books in general. And like I always say, like it's a middle grade, and it's like a middle grade that if I would have had growing up, I think my life would have been different. Ivy Aberdeen. Yes. Like my life would have been different if I had a book like that growing up. I would have like understood so much more about my identity, like so much earlier. And like it makes me cry that it's on that list, because it means that like kids like me, kids that were like me, or that's a sentence. I know what I'm trying to say. But like, I don't know, like that's a book that I would have killed to have as a kid. And like, it would have made such a like an impact on me. And it makes me like want to cry that like people are like trying to take that away from someone. Like, and it's such a fucking good book too. So it's extra annoying. But anyway. Are they afraid they're going to influence their children? Yes, and it's the majority of the books on that list are LGBTQIA plus books, because they think that we're trying to indoctrinate their kids and make their kids gay, because that's a thing. Considering how much like heterosexuality is like indoctrinated into our society. How many videos do I like see on like TikTok or Instagram or whatever where like it'll be like a kid, and it'll be like a kid looking at like another kid, and they're like, "Oh, they're gonna get married someday," and I'm like, "The fuck? They're children. Stop!" Like, the only people that are indoctrinating your kids are like you with like heterosexuality. Calm down. But anyway, sorry. Have a succubus antagonist to your pirate novel and get swept away in the first scene. Be seen again. I kind of want to like write a character that is centered around her, but like my main villain in my book is a man. I like but God, I just would love to like write. I will save her, and she will be a villain in something that I write. For sure. Like, she just pisses me off. The girl in my class, my friend in that class, she like gets like my frustration, and she's like, I cannot wait till we don't have to see her ever again, because like it's that bad. Like, I just can't stand her. I was fine with her until she, like fucking stole my idea. And it's not even like I don't own queer pirates. But the fact that she's now like writing queer pirate erotica, and it's not even good. Like, there's the second installment, like I said, that she posted, and I don't think I'm gonna even read it. I skimmed through it, and I read the first one. It was really, really bad and terrible, and I hated it. And that's like not even like I guess I'm biased, and I'm sure I'm bringing some of that bias in, but it was written in third person. Who the hell writes in third person? First off. And third person, I feel like, is a perspective. If you don't write it well, it's not going to come out good. And ugh. Anyway, I'm done talking about her. Swabbing the poop deck. These lists are terrible. Their lists are terrible. It's really scary in the US right now with a lot of like the policies that they've been trying to just all the like the transphobia, the transphobic policies and laws and shit they're passing, the don't say gay bill. There's just a lot that like, and the abortion bans and stuff. It's a scary place to live right now. If you're female or well, that's not true either, because it's not just women who have abortions. Contrary to popular belief. But I don't know. It's a lot. And it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of books on that list too that make no sense to me why they're on that list. Like that book of On Dating, like I said, like you would think that he would want something like that on the list. Because they're all about Jesus and all the things. Like there's a book that's on that list is like God. It's like God and me and sex or something, and it focuses very heavily on like abstinence and like staying pure and blah 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 blah. So you think they would want that kind of book? Like, what do you want? You don't want kids to learn about their body? I don't know. And I think the list, like I said, is really lazy. A lot of times they just put books on there without even knowing what they're about. Like, just like there's a couple books on that list that like I want reasons why they're on that list. Like I have no clue. There's one book on that list where a mom dies, and it's about I googled it. It's about a girl who moves in with her dad then, because her family was split up before, and her mom dies of like cancer or something, and she moves in with her dad, and like it's like her navigating grief and navigating like the relationship with her dad that she's not really close to. I'm like, why is this on this list to be banned? I don't understand. I'm like, I don't understand. Why is this on this list? People die. It happens. Do you think people are immortal? Why wouldn't you want a book for like kids to be able to relate to someone who died? You know, like, what are you gonna do when grandma dies? What are you gonna do if someone, God forbid, someone loses their parent? Like, ugh, so annoying. Kind of slack for this. Oh, reading. Yeah. Everybody's different with reading. I always say, like, I think I said this before, like, you have to find what suits you. Like, you have to find what you're excited to read. I think that's where it goes. Like, you have to find something that you're excited to read, whether that be comics, graphic novels, or I don't know, actual books, short stories, poetry. You got to find what you enjoy reading first. And I think everyone's a reader. You just got to figure out what the hell you like to read. Maybe it's just reading the newspaper. That's still reading in my mind, but just because you can't track it on Goodreads doesn't mean it's not reading. I've started many a book and then left. Yeah, I think, what's my Goodreads? My Goodreads is nothing compared to yours, Shannon. But I think mine's still pretty bad. I've 13. I think you have double or triple that. I don't know if you can you search for people? I don't think I can. Friends. There you go. Search your friends. I'm going to shame you, Shannon. Let's see. I'm going to Google it. God, you have like 4,000 books shelved. Jesus Christ. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? How do I find it? Really? It won't show me like you're currently. Oh, it just has a list of you're currently reading. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see your currently reading list. Okay, it won't let me shame. It won't let me shame you. It won't let me shame you. It's like, I'm not gonna tell you. You're not gonna shame her. It won't show me. It just shows me like a couple of the books that you're reading, and I know you're reading more than 4 books, 5 books. I know you're reading more than that. That's I'm just gonna shame you, and it's like, no. Speaking of pirates, can I have a moment for Johnny Depp in the chat? You have no idea what I was just doing before I got on this chat. Well, I was doing schoolwork, and then I was watching a little bit of Macbeth, but then I got sucked into the Johnny Depp trial stuff, and I was like watching videos from that. Like, it just got sucked in, and I usually don't give a shit about like celebrities like that, but yep, that's the whole thing. It's something. He's such a fucking Gemini, though. Oh my god, watching like trial footage of him, like his reactions to some of like the like the lawyers' questions, like, but it's just, some of his responses are so Gemini that it's hilarious. I'm saying that as a Gemini. I can say that I'm a Gemini, but his birthday's one day before mine, actually. He's a June Gemini, which makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense about his like behavior and mannerisms, and yeah, that motherfucker's a Gemini. and Amber Heard is 110% a Taurus. At least I think she is. Is she a Taurus? She gives me Taurus vibes. Come on. Is she a Taurus? She's a Taurus. Yes, she's a Taurus. I was right. Yes. She's 100% a Taurus. But anyway. Yeah, we went on like a big deep my partner and I both went on like a deep dive of the whole trial. Like, you just get sucked into the whole situation, and it's a lot. I keep saying, like, I don't know, it's not my relationship. I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm not gonna pick sides. I love Johnny Depp though, but I'm trying to just be like, it's none of my business. But I still get sucked in. But I think, like, a lot of, like, what they're showing from, like, they're showing at the trial, and they're trying to argue that he's, like, a like, they showed the one I watched, like, showed video of, like, that Amber took secretly in their relationship, which kind of gives me weird vibes, um, of him, like, he's slamming cabinet doors, and he's throwing and breaking stuff, and I'm like, who hasn't done that? I'm like, maybe again, Gemini, so maybe that's why I can relate to that. Like Josh and I, like we'll get pissed off and we'll just like throw shit. Like it's just I don't know. I don't think it's that. I don't like some people were like, look how violent he is. I'm like, I've gotten mad before. Do you not get mad? Like I've thrown shit before. Like, please. I don't have the luxury of breaking dishes and stuff in my house like he does financially, but we've all been there. We've all been there. And also, it's not my relationship, so I don't know. People argue. People get into some people just don't work together. Those two clearly did not work together and shouldn't have been together. Did you even read the book? Yeah, none. They didn't read any of the books on that list, by the way. Sorry. That freaking list. Oh my goodness. Anyway, sorry. Tangent about Johnny Depp, tangent about everything. I'm behind on the chat. Don't shame Shannon. Well, since you can't shame. 39 right now. I told you it was like I told you it was like at least 3 times what I have. Harriet the Spy. Oh my god, I loved that movie as a kid. I will not watch it today. I'm sure it's terrible. She better not be an Aries. No, she's definitely not an Aries. She's a Taurus. I dated a Taurus, and it's really interesting that Amber's a Taurus. My sister is a Taurus, and yeah, I love my sister. Don't get me wrong, I love my sister very much, very very much. But I would not want to live with my sister. I mean, I did, but yeah, I know the mannerisms and I know the behaviors, and Geminis and Tauruses are not a good pairing. um, yeah, I wouldn't put those two together. As it clearly shouldn't have been. But like during the trial, like I just see so much. Like I posted something to my stories actually on Instagram like a few minutes ago. That's how I ended up on this rabbit hole of the trial. I saw they posted a thing where it's just Johnny Depp being a Gemini and like talking back to the lawyer and stuff, just stuff like little tiny like things, and I'm like, that is such a Gemini thing to do, and it's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, only people who know the real one in those relationships. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like every like I feel bad for like I feel uncomfortable, I guess, about the whole trial situation. I feel uncomfortable about the fact that I like went down a rabbit hole because it's like everybody's relationship is different and everybody's relationship is can be everybody has been in a bad relationship. Maybe. Okay, that's very broad, but many people have been in bad relationships there. Not everyone, but many people have been in bad relationships. And it's like here is like just a bad relationship is all I see. I don't see anything like over the top, but like just I just see a bad relationship that is now being like just put on display for all the public to see, and it makes me very uncomfortable in like a weird way because like I don't know. I don't know. I think they're both like just need to just they need to just go their fucking separate ways, and Hollywood needs to hire Johnny Depp back to do another goddamn Pirates movie. Let's do it. Let's do another Pirates movie because why not? Um Yeah, and don't fuck his career up because of it, because I love Johnny Depp as an actor. And I think Amber Heard does a good job as acting too. Like, I just think they need to just not just get away from each other. Like, stop. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry. There you go. There's your Johnny Depp tangent. I don't know. I just saw Amber Heard. We just watched The Stand. We just watched The Stand on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is a terrible app, by the way. We have a free trial and we will not be keeping it. Because like the captions alone, they're like, the subtitles alone, you can't see the subtitles. They're black. The subtitles are black. Like, not black on white, or like with a white outline, or white on black with a black outline. No, they are black, and they are small and tiny. Like, if you're hearing impaired, don't get Paramount Plus. Or maybe it's just that we have it on the console that we do, but like, it's really bad. The subtitles are really bad. And it pisses me off like so much. As someone with ADHD, it bothers me a lot that the subtitles are that bad. It is 2022. Subtitles should not be that bad. And like, if it's a dark scene, you can't see anything on the screen. You can't see the subtitles. But anyway, we just watched The Stand. That was the point of that conversation, the tangent that I went on. Just watched The Stand. It had Amber Heard in it, and I thought she did very well in it. That's where I was going with that. I don't hate them as actresses and actors. I just think that whole situation is very... Anyway, sorry. Back. I'm back. Sorry. Sorry. Multiple tangents. Focusing on my currently reading, the number will get a bit more later. Speaking of May, do we want to get back to reading series of first events? It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. What you want to get back to reading or not read or whatever. You guys tell me. Didn't rail everything. It's okay. It wouldn't be a live show if I didn't go on tangents. So true. Yellow with black outline. Yes. Just put good subtitles on. Don't do black subtitles that are they're really small. Like, it would astound you. I should take a photo sometime. Next time we're watching Paramount Plus, whenever that will be, I'll have to take a photo and send it to you, Shannon. But you won't even be able to tell, actually, even if I did, because you won't be able to see it. But like, God forbid it's a night scene. When it's night scenes, you can't see it. You can't see the subtitles at all, not even a little bit. But anyway, sorry. It's just like just an accessibility like issue. But like, God forbid if I was actually deaf or like hard of hearing. Like, I feel so bad for the like people that are like that like to watch TV. Well, God, don't get Paramount Plus. Anyway, sorry. Lots of books to choose from. Please and thanks again for reading a Shah with me. Finish the series, yay! I wanted to read it anyway. You don't have to thank us. We wanted to read it anyway. It was a great conclusion to the series. I was really glad. Oh, The Stand is on Amazon Prime there. Nice. It was good. It was really good. I really liked The Stand. I thought it was well done. It's got a Skarsgård in it as well. It's got Skarsgård in it. I mean, I am a Bill Skarsgård fan myself. Like, out of all the brothers, that's the one I would choose. But let me tell you, Alexander Skarsgård is he's a close second. After watching The Stand, and that answers your question of which Skarsgård. Alexander Skarsgård. Alexander. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but there's like a scene in the last episode that I was just like, I'm like, yep, I would do things to that man. Those Skarsgårds, they are beautiful, beautiful human beings. Like I said, I'm a Bill Skarsgård. Thanks to Hollywood, they gave me a clown fetish, by casting him as Pennywise. Like, I'm in love with Pennywise now. That's weird. But all because they cast Bill as Pennywise. Can fucking give me a clown fetish up in here. I'm sitting there watching it, and he's like drooling on this, he's doing that like drooling scene, and I'm just like, but that's weird to talk about, but yeah. Anyway. Team Potatoes. They are all pretty awesome. They're great actors, and they're just beautiful to look at. They're just beautiful. The Skarsgårds are beautiful. Anyway. Currently watching True Blood. I've never watched True Blood. And that is Alexander in it. That's funny that like vampires and it's like him, and then like Bill was in that Hemlock Grove show, which is terrible, by the way. Don't recommend it. The first season was all right, but I literally only watched it because it had Bill in it. You DNF'd The Stand at about 30%. It's a big book, though. I think if I was going to read The Stand, I'd listen to it. I listen to a lot of Stephen King stuff on audio because it's just easier. Because he's so long-winded sometimes. Like, I listened to it last year. I read it, I think that was last year. Yeah, I read it, and I listened to it. And I'm very glad that I listened to it. I liked it, but it's also because I now have a Pennywise fetish, so there's that too. But yeah, if and when I read The Stand, which I probably will at some point, I will probably listen to it. It's just easier. And the narrators are usually really good for the Stephen King books that I've read. But anyway. I really like the show, though. The Stand, the show was really well done. I really liked it. And there's a lot of big names in it, like all over the place. Like a lot of big actors and actresses that, yeah, a lot of great stuff. Whoopi Goldberg's in it. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg. She says that she's like, there's a lot of great actors and actresses, and I can't even name another one. Whoopi Goldberg's in it. That should be enough. The first season of Hemlock Grove. Yeah, the first season was good. The rest was not. Once it got to like, there was like I watched the entire series, the entirety of the series, and it just went downhill after the first season. But there was I forget the season, like he finds out that the one girl's his sister, and then he keeps banging her. Like, I'm just like, dude, that's your sister. Ugh. I hate that. First off, I hate that trope in books and movies where like it's like, I'm your sister, I'm not your sister, we're related, we're not related. Cassandra Clare likes to do that, and that's why I don't like Cassandra Clare. It's just a stupid fucking trope, and it's disgusting, and I don't like it. Can we stop with the incest tropes? But anyway, that's personal preference. I'm sick of incest tropes. But anyway, sorry, we've been talking for like 2 hours. I've been talking for like 2 hours. Y'all been typing for 2 hours. But yeah. Anyway, yes, you should watch The Stand. It's very good. It's very good. Highly recommend. I think that's another thing with Stephen King. I think like it's a lot better viewed sometimes, especially with those bigger books. But he writes amazing stories. It's just sometimes he can be really long-winded. Yeah, and not like the times. Yeah. It's not a favorite trope. I feel like there's no good result. Yeah. Ugh. Such a tired trope. I'm just ugh. She's my sister. She's not my sister. She's my sister. She's not my sister. Blah, 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 blah. Don't even get me started on Mortal Instruments. I hate those books so much. Yeah, I tried. One of the Mortal Instruments books is on this list, by the way. Only the Red Scrolls one, which is the newest series with Ace and not Ace, Alec and Ace, Alec and Bane. And I kind of want to read that one, but I also don't want to support Cassandra Clare because I don't like Cassandra Clare. I don't like her books. I just don't think they're that greatly done. But I also like those two characters I actually did like. But I like how that book is the only one on the list, but not the rest of the Mortal Instruments books, which has those two characters in it. Like you can just tell these people don't read the books. Anyway, sorry. Do we want to do one or two? Two books. Sorry. Damn Cassandra Clare. Damn it, Cassandra Clare. Get out of here. To each their own. Anyone who likes Cassandra Clare, I'm not saying you shouldn't read her books. If you like her books, you read whatever you want, but shh. Number one book for book list. Read the books. Yes, you have to read them first. Otherwise, you can't put them on the list. That's a fact. Which books were we on? What were we on? 4 and 5? I can't remember. I think I moved them over to that shelf too. I don't think. Excuse me, Ari. You're laying at a terrible spot. Oh my goodness. I gotta climb all over my mess here. Oh, everything's a mess. I think we're at 5 and 6. We were at 5 and 6. I think. Ari, you are at the most terrible spot ever. Oh, everything's a mess. I really need to clean this. I think that's what I'm going to do this weekend. Yeah, you think you're done with that series? Yeah, I think so too. It just keeps going. It's not a yeah. I read the first 3 books, and everyone's like, I think you'll like the Infernal Devices better, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't think I will. And yeah, like you said, like the series never fucking ends, and it's just, I think there's better things. Like, I'm not against people who love Mortal Instruments. I'm not against people who love like A Court of Thorns and Roses, like those, like the typical books, like the overhyped books or whatever. I don't want to say overhyped because like people like them for a reason, but I'm like, I'm not that guy. Like, I'm just not going to push myself to read something. I was going to push myself to read the Mortal Instruments because everybody liked them and I didn't get it, but I can't. I just can't do it anymore. I have enough books to read, okay? Rather than read something that I'm not going to like. Book 5 and 6 are similar in length. Yeah. Like 250. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty small. I like the elevator one gets a little bit bigger, but woo! The Austere Academy like introduces 2 really cool characters. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Yeah. Like yeah, exactly. I think if Mortal Instruments, I would have been around when Mortal Instruments came. Like if I would have been in high school, like a lot of the people that are really hyped about Mortal Instruments were, I think I would like it more, but I don't get it. I don't get it. They're not hard to read. They're really easy to read. They're like, but they're not good. No, they're not terrible. They're just not for me. There are a million other books on my TBR that I would much rather read. True story. Anyway. Then audios for 3 and 4 hours. Oh, for books 5 and 6. I don't know how I would read them. Who knows? It's finals is coming up. Oh yeah, we need to set a date. Oh my goodness, duh. can't believe it's freaking the 26th already. Ridiculous. Ooh, Stanley Tucci starts this Sunday on CNN. Stanley Tucci's show, the season 2 of it. Sorry. Not saying I'm a fan or anything. Oh, the Mortal Instruments? Yeah. A lot of people really like the series, and I don't know. I read the first 3. I didn't think they were terrible. There were some elements of them that I'm like, oh, okay, I like this. But the majority of it was ew. That was kind of stupid. And then ew. I should annotate them, but I'm not going to read them again. I'll be honest. Does anyone have a date? Sorry. Goddamn Mortal Instruments. I'm done. Done. Cassandra Clare, I'm sorry, but goodbye. Oh, my calendar actually says on the first day of June, it says the first day of LGBTQ plus Pride Month. Oh, it knows. How cool is that? How cool is that? I actually get off for Juneteenth, which is interesting. Which is interesting because Juneteenth is on the 19th, but I get off the 20th as well. Which is interesting. I don't know. It's just interesting that I get off even though it's already on the weekend. Whatever. They want to give me off, they can. It's a new holiday for us here, which is nice that they're finally observing it. Oh, so same. Everyone was hyping up about them on BookTube, and that's why I got them too. And yeah, I'm not a fan. But we each have our own things. Whatever. 24th, 31st, either one. Either one for me. I think my last class is the week before that or the week before that. I'm not sure. Yeah. God, I'm so excited for school to be over. Either one doesn't work. Either one. Whatever works for you guys. Any preferences? I don't have any. I think finals week is the week before that, but so that's not a big deal. So I'll already be done with finals. Woo! Oh, I have to finish this Macbeth, by the way. I keep forgetting. I'm going to end up forgetting. I should just finish it tonight instead of waiting. It's only 45 more minutes. I'll watch it before bed. Then I got to write about it. Sorry. I have a stale donut I need to eat. ADHD. Holidays are then? Is that okay? There's holiday during then? When? There's a Memorial Day on the 30th. But on the 24th, there's no holiday. Oh, Victoria Day. That's not on my calendar. Oh. That's why it's not on my calendar, because it's not a holiday for my calendar. It's not saved in there. It's weird how they fill in some of these holidays. Like Cinco de Mayo is on here. For the Queen and all. I can do the 24th. That's up to you guys, though. You want to do it at our normal time? 7 series of unfortunate events. What color are these books? Red and black. So we'll do red for the color. 7. Come on. Not me, but outdoor fans. Mood. That's such a mood. Cottage season for outdoor fans. Not me. Like that is such a mood. It's like me. Like no. I am gonna try to do more outdoorsy stuff this summer, especially now that I don't have a job that drains the shit out of me. And I'm gonna try to do more gardening and just like I don't know, like go out more with Josh and stuff. It's still a pandemic, so it's still a little scary for me, like to go out, but the guy is that you can tell that we're both Geminis, but we're different kinds of Geminis. Like you can tell our charts are different. He has more Aries in his chart, and I have more Taurus in mine. And yeah, you can tell because I just want to stay home and snuggle and watch all the things and just like read all the things and just be a homebody and be with him. And he wants to go out and he wants to go out to eat and he wants to go to the movies and he wants to do all the things. And I'm just like, I don't want to do all the things. There's humans out there. And he wants to go to the parties and all the things. Anything with human interaction. And I'm just like, I don't want to do the humans. I don't like peoples. I wish that we could I wish teleportation was a thing. So we could come together for our book clubs, like for our reading clubs. Like we could teleport, but we'll just do it out of each other's houses and not go outside. Like we'll trade off. Just teleport and then we'll go home. Like that'll be our party. Like just a book club. But I just don't want to do human interactions. I'll bring the snacks and the tangents. Anyway. Miss the movie. Same. I miss the movies too, but I didn't even go see Spider-Man. Josh did, but I didn't even go see Spider-Man. Which is a bummer. Yeah, teleport book club. Bring the snacks and tangents. That's me. Put that on my tombstone when I die. Put that right smack on my tombstone. That's what I want my epitaph to be. I'll bring the snacks and the tangents. A porch, yes. A porch would be nice. Like an outdoor. I have a porch, but it's next to a road, so it's I don't ever sit on it because it's just There's there's an ice skating rink down, an outdoor ice, and that's kind of nice. It's like a nice little park area that we could go down there and we could lay out a blanket. I'll bring the snacks and we can just chat about our book. Nice sunshine, and then come back. Oh yeah, outdoor space would be better, I guess, because it is a pandemic. Still, even though people don't seem to think it anymore. They lifted the mask mandate at our school, and it's terrible, and I hate it. They haven't lifted the mask mandate in my office yet, which is fine. Even if they do, it's fine because we have our own little cubicles and we're not really in each other's space that much. So I would be okay if they did away with it. I would still wear mine probably anyway, but it doesn't bother me. Because some people don't wear it when they're in their cubicle, they just take it off, and I'm fine with that because you're in your own little space. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fully boosted, so it's fine. But it's when it's school that they're not wearing them. I had the past 2 classes of my Shakespeare class. Someone has been sitting next to me going, no mask on. And I just can't focus because I freaking ADHD. And I'm just and so I'm holding my breath because I don't want whatever they got. And they're annoying me because they're sniffling every 2 seconds. They're not wearing a mask. If you're sick, wear a mask. That's just common courtesy. Anyway, sorry. I hate this pandemic. It has brought out the worst in humanity, and I hate humans this much more than I already did, which was already a lot. I bring the tangents to the tangents. I'll bring the questions to ask about the books. Someone's got to keep us on track, Shannon. Someone's got to keep us on track. Ooh, my phone just like vibrated. Someone's texting me. My sister. What Josh is like texting me about, like, yeah, it says Josh is texting me about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. He's like, Amber Heard seems like just not a good person. The more stories I read and hear, I don't know. And I'm like, yep, me either. I don't know. Just the whole thing. It's not, I'll never know what went on in that relationship. It's not my spot to judge. It does piss me off. Like, it seems like, I'm not going to say like one way or the other because it's not, again, I wasn't in that relationship. I don't know. But like, speaking of this tangent, thanks, Josh. You got me back on it. But if she is lying about all the stuff that happened in the relationship, it really pisses me off even more because like there are women who are in abusive relationships who aren't believed because of situations like this where there's like 1 in like 20 case where women lie. Like not even 1 in 20, 1 like 200. Like, and they're going to use that now against women who are actually telling the truth. They're going to be like, well, look, maybe she's lying. Amber Heard lied. And it just pisses me off to another layer. Anyway, maybe she's not lying. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. The whole thing makes me uncomfortable. Thanks, Josh. You got me back on it. Anyway. Asking questions. We are. Yeah. I watched a little bit of the Republican debate the other night for Pennsylvania because we have a Senate seat up for election. Or I don't know if everybody, I don't know what's going on, but we have a Senate seat up for this election season. And I watched the Republican debate, and I could only stomach like 20 minutes of it. It was rough. It was really rough and it's really scary. And it legit made me nauseous watching it. So yeah, like they brought up the pandemic. That's why it came into my head. Just wow. It's amazing to me. Like I don't know. It's just amazing to me that we live amongst people who are basically in a freaking cult in this country, in this country. And it's just, it's trippy. It is trippy and it's really scary and unsettling. And if you are any other, it's extremely unsettling because like if you're a woman, if you're in the queer community especially, it's really scary. It's really scary. And I try to watch like Republican debate. I used to try to watch Republican debates. This was before Trump. Just because like it matters, like and like the Republican debates really show, I don't know, it's important. Know your enemy kind of thing almost. I think it's important to watch the debates on both sides because like you should know. And Republicans like didn't used to be like this. Like they've always kind of been anti-LGBTQI plus people and like all the things, but they were never like this scary. And I never was a Republican. I never liked I never connected with their ideals. But it's another level now, and it's really freaking scary. And yeah, I used to always watch the debates. Always. Like, and I would never get like nauseous like the one that I watched the other day, like a few minutes of. Like, that made me legitimately nauseous to my stomach, and I just it was it was rough. This is really rough. Like, I had to turn it off. Which, like I said, I used to watch like all the debates. I used to watch everything political. I like politics. But it's not about politics with the GOP right now. And it's just about humans. Like, it's not even about politics anymore. It's just about repressing humanity. And it's a whole nother level, and I hate everything about it. And it's terrible here, and I hate it here. This is the bad place. But anyway, sorry. That's a really weird tangent that I just went on. But anyway, they brought up the pandemic and basically how it's all BS and, their typical talking points. Whatever. Oh, it's so high profile. Oh, yeah, their relationship. We circle back. Yeah, abuse can happen to any human. Yep. At least we got the book club. Oh, at least we've got each other. Yeah. I think even from an outsider perspective, as I'm in a different country. Yeah. I'm sure it's scary even from an outsider perspective, but like being in it it's something. It's something. It's really scary. I don't think it would. Maybe if I was a straight white man, it wouldn't be as scary. But because like it doesn't phase like Josh like at all. But he is a straight white male, so maybe. And when it asked me if it held your message for review, Shannon. Hold on. There we go. Yes, you can show that. Why? Because there's people hugging? I don't understand. It's like, are you sure you want to show this? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'm grateful for like I think I would be lost if I didn't have like the book community in general, because like we tend to be better humans. But tend to be sometimes they're bad apples. There are some people in our community that are not good, but I think most of us are relatively smart, or at least try to be. But I mean, we all make mistakes just like every other human being, but I don't know. I think book nerds are better. We just do the world better. But anyway, remember when it held Moby Dick? You wrote something about Moby Dick the one time, and it asked me for a review of it because it thought you were trying to like send something explicit, but you're really just talking about a book. I know you aren't a huggy person. I'm not. I don't mind hug emojis, but I just don't expect a hug in person. I don't do hugs, especially not during a pandemic. But yeah, the whale book. Yeah. I do think like we've talked about this before. Like I do think like there's this whole I think there's this whole like thing with our community that like sometimes, and I don't think it's our community, I think it's a generational thing more than anything. Where we, because of social media, like when someone makes a mistake, we immediately like disown them, like, and write them off as a bad person. But when in reality, like, it's a chance for them to learn. It's when people don't learn from their mistakes and don't rectify it that that becomes a problem. Like J.K. Rowling, like, who doubles down and becomes an even worse human being. AKA already was a worse human being, just shows it more. But I think people have the potential for growth. You just got to give it to them. I'm just trying to hug and talk about my books. Yes. And it censors you. It doesn't want you talking about books and throwing hugs around. Good Lord. Explicit content. I'm surprised it doesn't like end my live stream when I said about Moby Dick. It's like, oh my gosh, she's talking about explicit things over there. Cancel her. I remember the one time I was talking about something on here, and it hasn't done that in a while, at least. It was when they like first implemented that, like, I don't remember. They implemented like a whole new like review thing where it was like digitally reviewing videos, I guess. Like it was like digitally monitoring stuff and editing things and like pulling videos like digitally. It was like doing it. And I don't know if you remember, but like I did a live chat and I got kicked off like 3 times. It's when it was during the blended live chat. I remember we read blended. And it kicked me off like 3 times, and we weren't even talking about like anything. I was like, what? It didn't even give me a reason why it kicked me off. It just kicked me off. Like it literally just shut down my live stream. Like 3 times. That was ridiculous. Like I couldn't even talk about the book. When you showed art in the background. That's right. That's right. I showed art. I don't even think it was, I think it was art someone made for me too, wasn't it? It wasn't even like, I don't know. So stupid. Yeah, there was a poster. That's right. There was a poster in my bedroom. There was a poster on the wall. Yep. Yep, that's right. This is ridiculous. It was so stupid. What does my, oh yeah. This is my hoodie. Or my sweat. It's not a hoodie. It doesn't have a hood. It's my sweatshirt. My friends out in California got this for me for my birthday one year. Books, cats, and coffee. I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, but books, cats, and coffee. It's my whole life on one shirt. I love this. I love it. Oh, I also have. Oh, I got a really cool hoodie the other day. Hold on. Entertain yourselves. My cats are like, is it time to play fetch? But this one, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is, I love this. I love this sweatshirt. It's got Marsha P. Johnson on it. Anyway, that's not the one that I got the other day, but I grabbed that one because I saw that one too. I got this. It says Byret. It says Byret. By pirate. It says Byret. And it's got the girl who that's the girl who inspired my pirate novel. That's her on there. This is her hoodie, her sweatshirt. And it says Byret. I love it. I love it so much. Got it the other day. Isn't that the coolest sweatshirt ever? I love it so much. I'm so excited about it. It makes me so happy. I'm gonna wear it when I write. But yeah, that's the girl who like inspired my pirate novel that I like stitched her I'm not stitched, I duetted her video. But anyway. Flailing sweatshirts. Yeah, she does the TikToking. Yeah, she's the one who like, yeah. I think it's on my Instagram too. Like in my reels or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, she like inspired. She's the one who inspired my pirate novel. But anyway. Something blue. Stuffed dinosaur. Where? Oh yeah, right there. I think it's supposed to be Godzilla, but he's blue, and I don't understand why. Got it. And that so many clothes, yeah. But I got this one a while ago from Uncle Bobby's, which is a black-owned bookstore and coffee shop in Philly. I ordered this from them. I've never been there, but I have ordered this from them. This is like this. That's Marsha P. Johnson from the Stonewall riots. She's like a transgender icon right there. But that's such a cool sweatshirt too. But yeah, all the sweatshirts. But anyway, I'm sorry. I've rambled for too much, and now I've shown you all of my clothes. I was just really excited about that sweatshirt. Oh my god. Anyway, I love it. Anyway. My cats are like, "You're done?" They were all excited. I'm like, sorry. Anyway, I should leave you guys go. I've rambled enough about all the things to the point that you've played I Spy with my stuff in the background. There's Bernie Sanders. You could have did Bernie Sanders. He's right there. Little pop doll of Bernie Sanders. I love it. I love the sweatshirts. She had t-shirts in that too, but I have so many damn t-shirts. I'm like, no. But the only bummer is I'm going to want to wear that like all year round, and now it's going to get warm. So maybe I should have gotten a t-shirt. Oh. Maybe I'll get a t-shirt to wear while I'm reading. Or the Furby, yep. And my shelves are color-coded. Well, they're a mess now, but they're normally color-coded. I've been debating about changing them up. I've been debating about like going like making them color-coded each one, like color-coded by themselves, because right now they go black, blue, purple, or yellow into green. And I was thinking about like doing black, purple, yellow, green, like this way, and like making them all like that, but it seems like a ADHD hyper focus thing that I don't want to do right now. But anyway, get a t-shirt after you finish your first draft. Yes, that's never gonna happen. Anyway, looking forward to series of unfortunate. Yes. New characters, yay. Oh, these ones are fun. It's gonna get fun. Anyway, I will see you next month. I will see you next month, and hopefully I will be done with, I'll be done with finals, and I'll be relaxed, and I'll be able to read all the things, and yes. I will totally. I'm not touching them. I know. It'll be interesting to see if I clean all this mess up by the next month. If all this mess is still here by next month, I demand you scold me. Anyway, I will see you next month. See you. Goodbye. All the things. I gotta play fetch with Ari. She's back and she's got her hair tied. She's at my feet. I'll see you next month. Goodbye. Bye. All the kisses. Although don't accept those because we're in a pandemic. Bye, Kate Kelly. Bye, Shannon. Bye. I just hit myself in the head. Bye.